Okay, so it's been a few weeks since I last uploaded a YouTube video. Part of this is me being busy with my PT qualification, which I actually just passed all of my level 2 and level 3 theory exams, in case anyone was wondering. But the main reason is that I've just been stuck for video ideas and generally just been a bit lazy. Now I have now also launched a podcast, which I'll leave the links to at the top of the description if you want to go check that out. Here's a little snippet for you.
I run over, turned around, punched this geezer, shittest punch I've ever thrown. This guy was like 6'2", right? I just punched him. I was like, fuck it, I'm doing it. And then I knocked him out.
But back to this video, and if anyone knows me, I'm not a runner. I've always been decent at running in school and whatnot, but I've never enjoyed it, hence why I played as a goalkeeper my entire football career. And even now, I predominantly train with a bodybuilding style of training which does not involve any running, with my main form of cardio being a daily walk. However, I've been recently listening to David Goggins' audiobook, and it's made me realise that I need to push myself more. Often you hear people tell you that you should put all of your energy into what you're good at, but what Goggins proposes is that this leads to being too comfortable in life. So that whenever an obstacle comes up in life, you're not going to be prepared for it just because you tell yourself that you're only good at X and not good at Y. So this promotes the mindset of being a fanny. Not exactly word for word what he said, but that's how I took it. So I came up with the idea to run 100 miles in 7 days. Now this can be done in any amount of runs I want, whether that be once a day, 2 times a day, etc. As long as by the end of the week I complete the 100 miles, which roughly works out to about 14.2 miles per day, then I've completed the challenge. So if you do enjoy this video, please remember to leave it a like, leave a comment whether there is any other types of fitness challenges I could do, and also subscribe to the channel if you're new to see this beautiful face more often. Right, so with this video you probably would have thought that I'd have some sort of plan, that I'd do a bit of training at least, you know, run some miles before. But I haven't. I did look it up on YouTube, a few videos that people have actually already done it, but these are all, everyone who I watched doing it was like an elite runner or had done loads of long distance runnings before, which I haven't. So I literally sent a text message to my brother and just said, right, do you reckon I can actually do this? Do you reckon it's actually possible? And he just said pretty much no. So I think after he said no, then I was just like, right, fuck it, I'm going to do it. My body's not going to be used to running, so I'm going to be in a lot of pain, which means I'm going to need to absolutely nail everything that I can, which obviously the main two being nutrition and recovery. So nutrition wise, I'm just going to be eating a lot of calories just because obviously on the runs I'm going to be burning a lot of calories. So I want a lot of high quality calorie dense foods. And obviously we've got recovery as well, so that's going to involve ice baths, which if anyone knows me, cold water is my absolute kryptonite. I fucking hate it. But I've done some research into them and heard they're pretty good, so I'm going to try them out. Oh, you Sleep's going to be important. I'm going to be getting minimum 8 hours because, I mean, we're in lockdown, so there's no excuse not to. As well, I'm going to be doing some stretching because, again, Goggins talks about how now he does about 2 hours of stretching every day. Probably won't do that much, probably about 30 minutes to an hour. But hopefully that should help me recover in between runs. So yeah, that's all the plans I've really got set. Even in terms of the run, I haven't even got that mapped out. I'm just going to be using a running app that's got GPS on it and just running through a local forest near me. And lastly, all I want to cover is the fact that while I'm actually on the runs, I don't know how much I'm going to be able to film. Obviously, I'll always include screenshots of me completing the run so you know that I'm not faking it. So yeah, I'm going to allow for my food to digest, probably give it about an hour, and then I'm going to start my first run. Today, because I woke up a little bit late, I might just smash out 14 miles in one go. But then throughout the week, I probably will have to break it up a bit. And if I don't do the miles, I just posted a video on my Instagram story. So if you're not following me, go follow me on there. But it's pretty much, I've just asked the people for some forfeits to do. So wait until the end of the video to see if I actually complete it. And if not, then I'll have to do some of the forfeits. Alright, so I'm somewhere between 6 to 8 miles. I had a massive fail, basically. So the reason I've got a rucksack is so I can carry my water. And I brought a camera as well. I just went to record this and realised that I left the SIM card in my laptop, so I can't even use the camera, which is a bit of a dumb move because the bag probably weighs around 5 kilos with the water and the camera and the other bits I got in there. So in hindsight, probably shouldn't have worn the rucksack, but hey ho. Look at that one curl in the middle of my hair. I can't even be bothered to fix it. Yeah, I'm just walking now. Probably walk for another minute and then carry on running because I don't want to walk for too long because otherwise my legs will stiffen up. This hill is an absolute fucking bitch. Oh, just goes on for fucking ages. But we still get it done. Alright, so I just got past the 10 mile mark. Really feeling it now. Last 4 miles have been an absolute bitch. I'm just gonna keep pushing through. Get to that 14, 15 mile mark. Let's get it. Right, so them last 2 miles between 12 to 14 were fucking horrific. A lot of it was walking, then into running, then running into walking, etc. But I got it done. I'll put the time I got on screen and obviously proof that I got the distance. I think it worked out to literally just bang on 2.5 hours. So good old shift. Obviously, like I said, not the quickest time, but it's all about just getting it done rather than time. Plan is now I've got to actually walk home, which is about another 2 miles, but I was tempted to add it on to my mileage, but I just thought, you know what, someone out there will be like, oh, it doesn't count, it's cheating, da da da. But it's so tempting when you just run that far. It's like every mile is like a little piece of the puzzle. So, but I won't count it just in case it is classified as cheating. And to be honest, it kind of is. But yeah, I'm just gonna go to the shop, get some ice, get some food, and then I'll catch up with you when I'm back at home. This is actually terrifying. Get the fucking first bag in there. Look at the size of that! That's what she said. Oh, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. 10 minutes, let's do it. 8 people who do this on a regular are definitely watching, like, what the fuck are you doing, mate? Just get in. Oh, that's what I'm gonna do, right? Oh my god. Me. Alright, let me turn the timer on. Timer is on. Oh, you. Oh, you. Ah! I still got like that. Me. How do people do this? Fuck, I've left my fruit pastels out of range. Just doesn't get any better, does it? Just doesn't get any better. When your legs don't work and they used to before. And I can't be sweet. Oh, I don't even know the lyrics. So darling, I will be loving you till we're 17. 'Cause baby, your smile is forever in my mind and memory. And I'm thinking about how people fall in love in mysterious ways. So baby now. What am I doing? How are we doing? So it's day number 2. Feeling alright. The ice bath definitely helped out yesterday. The only noticeable areas that I saw is my tibia and my tibialis anterior. Ew, someone did a PT course. Sorry, I just had to flex on them like that. That's just your shin and the muscle around your shin, in case anyone was wondering. Today, I think, rather than running 14 miles, because obviously, as you would have seen, I was good up until about 8 miles, then it started to really hit me. So I'm hoping today, if I break it up, so do 7 miles now, and then 7 miles in the evening, hopefully that should help. And I'm going to try and time the run as well, so that I actually, as I hit the 7 mile, I get back home. Right, why do I always have that one curl in the middle? Just under 5 miles, and literally all I can think of is why the fuck did I do this? I could have just made a vlog, a Q&A, an informative video, but no, I decided to do this. I just got back in, so I managed to clock up just under 8 miles. It was 7.75. Obviously, you'll be able to see on the screen how far it was and how long it took me. Feel alright once I got back in. I'm about to go straight in the ice bath. Today, I'm actually going to submerge my whole body because I underestimated how sore my body would be. I thought it would just literally just be a lower body, but sort of my back's feeling it, my shoulders. How we doing? So I'm just about to head off on my second run of the day. I've worked it out, so I've only got to run 6.5 miles I say only. Imagine, like, before this I would have been like, fuck, 6.5 miles, that is long, but yeah, I think running 14.2 miles yesterday definitely helped with the mental side of it. Obviously I'm in a lot of pain and I'm not looking forward to this run, but the fact I've ran 14 miles kind of makes these miles seem not as drastic. Yeah, I'm just gonna get on with it. Obviously I said in a lot of pain, but let's just do it. Right, how we doing? So it is day numero tres. Today I'm feeling more tired than anything. Like, I'm soreness wise, I'm feeling okay. Like, yawning a lot and stuff. Only noticeable areas that are sore is my heel. So I have plantar fasciitis. I've always had it. But yesterday, when I was doing research for this run, I saw someone saying that it's good to like rotate your shoes just so the foam can expand properly, or some. Sounded a bit bro sciencey, to be honest, but I thought it'd be a good idea to change. So I normally run in just Ultra Boost, which I know if there's any running professionals on here, apparently these aren't great, but I find them comfortable and I like running in them. So these are the normal shoes that I've been running in. Yesterday I thought, let me change out to these, which are literally just some standard trainers you would get from Sports Direct. Like, there's no flexibility in them. That's me proper trying to bend them. Like, they're just not running shoes at all. So when I got to like mile, like obviously compare this to that, you know what I mean? So about 4 miles in yesterday, my foot was just in absolute agony, but I managed to push through. I actually got higher than so I was aiming for 6.5 miles. I think I got just under 7.5, so that's good. That means I can take nearly a whole mile of today's total, which is good. And to be honest with you, today the weather's quite nice, so I might just get the run all done in one. I didn't notice too much of a difference between the breaking it up. I'm just going to see how I go, to be honest. Massage out the bottom of my foot, again do some warm-ups, and we'll get into the run. Alright, I'm not going to lie to you lot, I'm fucking pissed. So I normally do pretty much the same run every day, so I've kind of worked out now. That's pretty much, I've got my app to tell me every 2 miles when I've run. And I got past my normal 2 mile mark and I was like, why is it not going off? I checked the fucking app and for some reason it stopped at 2 minutes. So I said before this run I was going to stop at 4 miles and walk half a mile, just get some water in and stuff, because it is very hot today, as you can tell, and the app wasn't tracking. So yeah, really pissed off, to be honest with you. So yeah, I'm just going to walk this half mile, try and calm myself down a bit, recompose. Because the thing is, like, I've obviously got the health app that tracks on your iPhone, but I just know there's going to be one fucker out there who goes, oh, you didn't do it properly. So I know I'm probably going to have to run another 10 miles still, which fucking sucks, because my heel I thought would be alright, but it's in fucking agony. Yeah, it's not looking good at the moment, to be honest with you. But walk this half mile, try and compose myself and keep it moving, I suppose. Alright, so I'm not going to lie, I've been walking for the past just under a mile, I think. I'm in so much fucking pain. My heel is absolutely fucked. It is on my right side, so anyone who's ever had flat feet before, or has flat feet, I should say, you'll know the pain. Yeah, it's just every single step on my right foot is fucking agony. But like I said, I just got to power through, man. Even if I have to walk for 8 hours, I'll walk for 8 hours. And I'd be fucking lying if I said that I wasn't worried right now, because realistically I'm probably 30 odd miles in, and I'm just, all I can think about is quitting. All I can think about. And it's mad how something as little as that, like my app not tracking, can just throw you off so much. But honestly, all I can feel now is just the pain just shooting through my heel. But I'm gonna try and think, I don't know, man, this is fucking horrible. Just, I don't even know what to say. Oh, I really don't want to talk on camera. Right, so as you would have seen, obviously today's morning run did not go at all to plan. It sucks because although the first 2 miles obviously that wasn't tracked, it was painful. Like, I was powering through, and then I think as soon as I saw that it wasn't being tracked, it just completely fucked with my head. So I'd done the extra 2 miles, and just for the record, I'm not going to count the 2 miles that I did that wasn't tracked, just in case. but it was pretty damaging. So, because my tactic was, I said at 4 miles I'm gonna walk for half a mile then carry on the run, just to get some water in and stuff. But then when I got to my normal 4 mile spot and then it said 2 miles, I think it just really fucked with my head and really put me off the run. And then I started walking, feeling sorry for myself, all my insecurities, all doubts in my head started creeping in, and I could just feel every inch of pain that was in my body. So then to the point where I got about 3 miles in, I tried to run again, but I literally ran for about 0.2 miles and then just stopped and walked the whole way home, which I'll put the time on now, but I think it literally took me about 2 hours to do just under 6 miles, which the thing is, I say walking home, but I was literally limping. Like the main pain was just the right sole of my foot is just completely battered. Like I can't walk without a limp. So yeah, I don't really know what I'm gonna do. I just did the maths, so I need to do, I think it's just over 7 miles to keep on track for this day. And I really don't know what I'm gonna do, because genuinely, like, I had to, even when I was limping home, I had to keep stopping. I had to take my shoes off at one point because my feet were just hurting so much. So I'm gonna try and look up some methods to help, but this is definitely the biggest stumbling block I've come across so far, and it fucking sucks. Just because on that walk home, I just felt like there was such a sense of disappointment and everything. I've like, again, this might just be a bit me being a bit dramatic in the moment, but just felt like everything I'd try in life, I just failing. And obviously there's going to be people saying like, oh, but you've gone to like an extreme, like no one will be able to do it, da 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 da. But it's just another thing in my head where I'm like, right, failed that, didn't I? Really believed in myself and absolutely failed. So yeah, I'm going to attempt another run about 6 PM this evening. But again, I don't know how it's going to go. So yeah, I think we'll leave it there and see how I get on later on, I suppose.
Don't ever count me out, boy. Don't ever count me out.
Back to the chair of truths, mate. The chair of catch-ups with Joe Cullen. I don't know what came over me then. Literally that 4 hours in between on first run, or I'd say run, I pretty much walked the whole way, and second run, I just had to go to such like a almost sadistic like mentality. Like when I was on that run, I was just thinking some fucked up things, but anyway, it got me through. So yeah, I'm just gonna end the evening with an ice bath, then chill out, eat another meal before I go to bed, and then get some sleep, and then we go again tomorrow. That's the fucked up thing with this. Like normally when you like run a marathon or even half marathon or whatever, you run it once and then you're done. That's it. But this is just consistent suffering. So yeah, it's pretty rough, but day 3 done. I'll see you tomorrow for day 4. Alright, here we are, day number 4. This it just sucks. Every single day I just wake up with a new pain. It's horrible. Like I said before, wear a marathon or whatever, you run the distance and you stop. With this, it's just relentless pain over 7 days, obviously. And to add to my collection of injuries, I'll put a picture up of the inside of my thigh. Basically, yesterday when I was running, it started raining for a bit, which was actually quite nice. It was decent running in the rain, but I was wearing these like thin, like slim fit tracksuit bottoms, and where the rain sort of, like my trousers absorbed the rain, it made the trousers and my boxes sort of stick and rub against my thigh. So that's why I've now got this rash on there, which is not ideal. Definitely the most painful thing still is definitely the sole of my right foot, because that is just completely fucked. So I did a bit of stretching for about 30 to 40 minutes just before this. So yeah, I'm just going to get ready. Today's plan is actually going to be to try and run so I've got 14 miles, not 14.2, because I'm a little bit over my catalogue. But yeah, that's the idea for today, to try and run the whole 14 miles. But that was the plan yesterday morning, and I had to walk 5 miles, so yeah, we'll see how we get on.
Right, so not a great start. Literally got to the bottom end of my road and my left knee has decided to just stop working, so I'm literally limping down this road. This is currently how I'm walking. But yeah, I don't really know how the fuck I'm meant to carry on, to be honest. My right foot is fucked and my left knee is twatted, so yeah, I physically don't know how I'm going to do this. I suppose I'm just going to try and walk for as long as I can. I'll still time it. Obviously the time's going to be ridiculous, but Yeah, I said I'll get these miles done, so I'm getting them done.
Oh, I fucked it, boys. I fucked it. So, obviously, as you would have seen from this morning's run, or I say run, I literally got to the bottom of my hill and I couldn't even walk. So, yeah, I think this is the end of the challenge, honestly. I'm not gonna lie, I'm in a better mood about it now, but I remember during that walk, it was probably I just felt such an overwhelming feel of disappointment. Similar to what I had yesterday when I couldn't run the first lot. It was rough. So the main thing that was stopping me was my left knee. So when I was powering through the run yesterday, I remember the exact part I did it. It was I was going downhill and I just twinged my knee at the time. Obviously I thought it was just a twinge, I'll crack on with it. Like, don't get me wrong, I've been powering through a lot of different pains during this, but this one just felt just not right. Just like as if my knee was going to snap if I carried on running, which some people may see as exaggerated, but at the end of the day, I don't want to fucking write myself off for this challenge. Oh, it sucks. Oh, this is so fucking annoying. But I think this is a good example of, in life, you can't go into things blindly. Like, we all want to achieve things, but you need to make it realistic. I know you see a lot of stories out there, and I'm guilty of it myself. Obviously, I've read this, listened to this audio book, and I thought, you know what, my mind can just take me somewhere, and maybe it could. Maybe this was all part of the learning process, this failure. But yeah, it does suck because I set myself a target. I really believed I could do it, and I failed. But in hindsight, I suppose, I don't know, even saying this kind of makes me feel weird because it just makes me feel like I'm bitching out. But realistically, I went into this with absolutely no experience, no training, not the proper footwear. Like, I couldn't have done it in any worse way. Alright, how are we all doing? So yeah, it's been a few days since I last spoke to you on camera, but I didn't want to leave the clip on the last one just because it was a bit where. Feel sorry for me, I failed. And you know what? As much as I hate this saying, it is what it is. It is what it is. I feel like a lot of times nowadays, no one really puts their failures out there. Everyone talks about how important it is, but all you really see on Instagram and YouTube is everyone doing well, everyone smashing everything. So yeah, let this just be an example of don't be a fucking idiot like me. And if anyone was still wondering, I'm still in a lot of pain. I'm going to put up pictures of my feet, so they're quite swollen, blistered and bruised. So if you don't like feet, I'm going to give you a 3-second warning now to just close your eyes for 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. So as you can see, they're pretty messed up, so I'm going to have to deal with the consequences. But like I said, if you're going to take anything away from this video, just let it be that whatever you want to achieve in life, you've got to go through the failures and have a fucking plan. With that being said, it is now forfeit time. So I asked on Instagram, as I said earlier in the video, and the most popular answer that came back was drinking raw eggs. So I counted up the total, and the total mileage came to 48.5. So I'm just going to round that up and say 50 miles. How I've worked it out is I'm going to be doing 1 raw egg for every 10 miles. So it works out to 5 raw eggs that I've got to neck down. So yeah, this isn't going to be pleasant, but you know what? I failed the challenge, so I've got to face up to my forfeit like a man. So I'm just going to set up the camera, set up the desk in front of me, and we'll get straight into it. So I'm going to leave this all as one shot, just so you know I'm not cheating it. Not that I really know how you could cheat this, but yeah, I'll fast forward me cracking the eggs into the cups, and we'll get on with it. Right, that's all of the eggs done. Should have got something to wipe my hands. Okay, that'll do. Wallop. Oh, that's going to be rough. Right, I'm probably go left to right, so there's quite a lot of liquid, but we'll just see how this goes. I'll try and do it one after another. I've got some water over there just in case, but hopefully I shouldn't have to use it. Right. Here we go. Yeah, that's pretty shit. Oh, hey. Come then. Oh, yo. Oh, that was a fucking big yolk. Ooh, come on, I can do this. 2 more. Ah, fuck. 1 more. Ah, fuck. Oh, that last one. Oh, would not go down well. Right, so that is the forfeit done. Hopefully, at least I made up with it by cracking on with that forfeit. Get it? Eggs cracking. If you did enjoy the video, please remember to leave it a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and that's all from me in a bit.